Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Courthouse case of the people versus Javante Jackson.
Alexander on behalf of people. Question.
Just Jackson.
Judge. Worship Feaster, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Javante Jackson, come to the podium. Mr. Jackson, when you arrive, please state your name for the record.
Javante Jackson.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I did speak to Ms. Zinda on this matter. I know she has something she's gonna be requesting. I also met with Mr. Jackson in custody on Tuesday. We are gonna be requesting an adjournment to try to get some new information discovered that Ms. Zinda is going to talk to you about here momentarily, Judge.
All right. Yes.
If I could address bond, came to my attention that Mr. Jackson has called the victim. There were 3 complete calls that were just about a minute long. In those calls, the victim calls him by his nickname that she referred to him in speaking with her brother, who's also in custody previously, and is immediately upset that he's calling her, tells him to stop calling her. And then after those calls are complete, he has about 180 attempts to call her that she does not pick up. So at this point, I'm going to ask that his phone privileges be revoked, and we will be blocking her number from the jail, given that he's tried to call her 180 times. And all of that is in violation of the probation that he's on, the 14B, with the domestic violence second offense case that he had with her. So I have concerns that he's still violating both the PPO and his probation concerns at this time.
I was made aware of that this morning, Judge. I haven't spoken to my client about it. Obviously, I'll reserve comment until I receive phone calls from Ms. Zinda, but I understand what the court's likely to do.
And he's on probation
Or
Wait. In case involving her, which would contact would be prohibited. Contact is prohibited in this case.
And there is a PPO.
And in listening to at least the portion of those calls, there's an indication that the victim has said that to stop contact.
In pretty much all of those calls.
That from this court standpoint seems rather egregious in terms of behavior. Certainly he would be entitled to a hearing on it. But at this time, there's going to be I don't think he can behave himself if he ever got out. So not only are his phone privileges hereby ordered revoked, the defendant's bond is also revoked at this time.
I'll get a copy of those calls from Ms. Zinda and I'll take them over for my client to listen to.
Court calls the case People versus Daniel Cummings.
Assistant Public Defender Sandra White on behalf of Daniel Cummings. Can you state your name, please?
Daniel Cummings.
Your Honor, we're going to ask for an adjournment so that I can have more time to speak to Cummings and the prosecutor. Mr. Cummings is asking for an adjournment about a month out. He has different procedures coming up and he wants to get all of his dates together.
You've seen his test result? Apparently not.
Yes, we discussed.
From the 24th?
Just a second, Your Honor.
Counsel approach.
Yes, we're trying to review this treatment.
You might want to get that, but
Your Honor, can we get an adjournment for about a week so I can?
yes, and just so that we know that on the 24th of November, defendant tested, which is actually only tested, he's taken a tested positive for fentanyl in this case. So
It's
And Mr. Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to adjourn this out to December 11th, 2025, 9 a.m. This time defendant's bond is revoked, defendant's remanded.
Yeah.
Court calls case People versus Moses, Hunnigan Page.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Finnegan Page, Your Honor. Mr. Finnegan Page, can you please state your name for the record?
Moses Hunnigan Page.
And Your Honor, we are aware of the violation. I have been able to go over that with my client. My client's willing to speak to that with regard of his willingness to check himself into an inpatient facility or do an outpatient.
Does he admit to the violation?
Yes, sir. If I test today, I'll be clean.
Go ahead, Mr. Bellinger.
Otherwise, Your Honor, we would be asking to, I would be asking to adjourn this matter just a couple weeks so that I can look into a few different things that Mr. Finnegan Page and I discussed.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned to December 23rd, 2025, 9 a.m. October 28th, November 13th, November 24th, you are positive for cocaine.
Yes, sir.
All while you're on bond.
Yes, sir.
Not appropriate. Can't happen. So at this time, you're gonna have to figure out some regimen for some treatment, because apparently he's not doing it on his own, counsel, so. At this point in time, his bond is revoked, pending remand.
Thank you. I will present an order to the court at the appropriate time for hopefully some inpatient treatment.
Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Sandra Law.
Ashley Phelps for the people. Stephanie Cannon on behalf of Ms. Law.
Ms. Law, could you please state your name for the record?
Sandra Law.
What are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. So a part of what we had been discussing with the prosecutor's office required my client to be in some sort of treatment. However, and the court did the order, but not been released to treatment yet, as the court can see.
Is that because they can't find something?
They're waiting on beds. Yes, Your Honor. They're waiting on beds. Your Honor, my client is asking if the court would consider allowing her to do outpatient treatment instead. She could go on a tether. She believes the court may remember this. She's being evicted. It was before the court. And she has until the 12th of December to get her property out of the home, or they're just going to put it on the street.
That was a case before me.
Yes, it was a case before you, Your Honor.
Doesn't let me tell you the name.
Give me a second.
Who was your landlord?
It was Thomas Berry and my daughter Serenity Sturman.
What did you say? Go ahead.
It's Thomas Berry, which is my daughter's ex-boyfriend, and her name is Serenity Sturman, and she just turned 21. And she's going through a lot of problems with this man.
All right, I
We have
got
to-
you. I just needed to know who the landlord was. Got it?
I do. Dismissed on October 24th.
That case was dismissed.
So she,
When?
October 24th.
October, it couldn't have been, because we have a thing.
Okay.
There's another one, you just
Do
missed
we have
it, and you had to
another?
refile it.
Hold on.
There is no other newly entered case in Vegas.
We don't have another case.
Because they said that you said, because I watched the thing, Your Honor, and you said that he had to refile it, because he didn't file it right. He put her name, so he had to refile it under Sandy Sturman and all other occupants. And it's for December.
Okay, but I don't,
okay, but
we don't have
the
a
court has
case.
indicated that as of right now, there's no eviction, is what he's trying to tell you.
It's like we have to move out, or we have to get our stuff taken out by, it's a, no, I don't know what you call it. The paper said,
There's a notice to quit.
yes, I mean, that's what it is. We have to go by
Yeah,
the
and
12th.
it tells you that you have a certain period in time in which to move out.
Right, okay, that's what.
If you don't, then what happens is they file a court case and it comes before me.
Judge is saying you have more time.
Right, but will I be out of rehab before that?
I
mean,
have no idea when you're gonna finish rehab.
okay, I do have a job. I do have my daughter to take care of. I do have a job. I am enrolled in school through Yale online. Your Honor, I did that to the family. I made a mistake.
No, we're not gonna admit, we're not gonna talk about any of that. Your Honor, my client is just waiting to be released into inpatient treatment. As you can see, she's anxious to get out and to do so.
Can I please be released? I've never missed court dates. I've been on probation with Judge Washington. I've
Your
passed
Honor,
all
I
my
believe,
jobs.
did I give you a green sheet, Mr. Allen?
Yeah, I have a green sheet. How
So,
much?
Your Honor, we are asking for, just, a 2-week adjournment. We just need to get her in treatment so that we can work on an offer.
Will be adjourned December 18th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank
Be
you.
released to outpatient treatment.
She said no.
She did not know that we know there's no case pending. I'm making a note. If he messes it up, I'm taking. Court calls the case. People versus Suzette Hampton.
As well as other people. Assistant Public Defender, Jennifer Perry, I can rule, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Suzette Hampton, we are both approaching. Hampton, state your name for the record, please.
Suzette Hampton. Yes, I was on time. I got you.
Your name, ma'am?
Suzette Hampton.
All right.
Judge, in this matter, we are asking.
Seeing her progress report.
I did, Your Honor. I was speaking with Ann about that. I did get a copy of it and we've spoken about it. If I'm not mistaken, this report is in regards to a missed test on the 24th. Is that right?
Well, there are two issues involved in that because I don't recall. Okay. And that was the test. Well, no, that was back then. The test date was on the November 24th, 25th. That was a missed test. She said she was traveling. Where was she?
I was on my way to Virginia, Your Honor.
Pardon?
I was on my way to Virginia for the holiday. I had stated that before, but
Pardon?
Your Honor, Ms. Hampton indicates that she was on her way to Virginia. Now, at our last hearing, I thought that we had requested to the court the permission to travel. I know if the court can recall
In
that.
September, I have the order. On September 25th, 2025, she requested permission to travel, which I granted, allowing her permission to travel to Virginia from the dates of September 26th through October 1st, 2025. After that, there was no permission granted for her to travel.
And Your Honor, I think that I do know Ms. Hampton and I had discussed it. For some reason, I was under the impression that we requested that. Ms. Hampton.
That you had requested what?
The permission to travel during that holiday period. Can we approach, Your Honor?
No. Just gonna let you flail out there.
Don't do that.
Come on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here we're back on the record. What is clear to me is that, ma'am, I'm just gonna explain this to you, because I do need 2 travel requests before you've always gone, come back without incident. Apparently, you thought that you had permission of the court to travel this time.
Your Honor,
Did not. There's no order reflecting that. So it's okay. I'm not going to do anything about that. And the travel that you made was over the holiday, which kind of makes sense to me. So I don't know if it got overlooked. Don't know. There were a lot of travel requests coming in around Thanksgiving, so I get it. But I'm just gonna tell you, you need to make sure that there is something in order in place or that the court has given you permission before you leave the state of Michigan. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. So you want this adjourned out?
I do, Judge. And we would be asking for a January date. We'd actually be making another travel request. On the record.
January 8th,
That is fine, Judge.
that'll work?
Yeah.
January 8th, 2026, 9 a.m. My understanding at the bench, you said you wanted to go to New York.
I'm sorry.
To New York?
Yes, sir.
Why?
My,
Nobody really goes to New York.
well, my son, since the last time I didn't get to travel, I didn't. And that he wants to take me to New York and also to see the ball drop. So
To see what?
the ball drop for New Year's. So he wants to bless me this
Oh,
year.
man. See, I was gonna deny it. Her son take get to do anything, mean. He's gonna take it.
Cool. Thank you.
Actually, have you ever been in Times Square when that's happening?
No, sir.
Oh, you'll want to do it once
Okay.
That's it.
and never again. I mean, it's whatever it is, but it's a lot for the day to get to that point. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
I mean, but that's what you're into. That's what you're into.
That's what he wants to do for me.
No, but
I don't
if
know.
if a son's gonna take his mom to do,
Yes.
far be it for me to stand in the way.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Very much, Your Honor.
So, and I understand. So what I will do is I will permit that travel. Council will be arranging so that somewhere there she can test, whether it be EGG testing. So we have some consistent test in the interim.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right. So if you prepare an order to that effect, then I will sign.
I will.
All right.
All right.
Bond will continue.
Thank you, Judge.
Case People versus Jimmy Lee Perry.
Assistant Public Defender Sandra White on behalf of Jimmy Perry. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Jimmy Perry.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor, we're asking for an adjournment in this matter. And it looks like there may be a conflict, so our office is looking more into that. And I did
Okay,
discuss the bond
At
violation. with
least
Mr.
for the purposes of the violation, do you know about the violation?
I do know about the violation, Your Honor.
Why don't we address that and that way I can figure out how long I'll put it out.
Okay. So it looks like, from what I see, that the intake was on the 21st, which is the first day of the violation. And then the next one was for the 24th. So from what best that we could tell is that the chemicals are still getting out of his system.
Really?
Yes.
21st to the 24th. He's testing positive, but it's getting out of his system.
Well,
So if I send him for a test right now, what would happen?
oh, he's saying yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
He said what?
He would be negative, yes.
Yeah, I got it. Why is he testing positive anyway?
I haven't, Your Honor, I got too much going on. There's no way I'm gonna jeopardize what I got going on, but JLP World Enterprise. What we have to offer is a holding company for Green Flow Equity Group. Restaurant owners need this. It's revolutionary, and we crossing the whole United States with this.
So I think he's saying, Your
What
Honor,
is he talking about?
I think he's saying that he has to, he will test negative, Your Honor.
What?
He will test negative.
But why was he testing positive?
Well, Your Honor, we don't want to discuss that without having a hearing.
You want a hearing?
No. Hold on, Your Honor.
He's either gonna admit to the violation or we're gonna have a hearing.
I haven't done anything. Of course.
He said before he was jailed, he did take cocaine and fentanyl, Your Honor.
What extra string?
Well, it sounds like it
Do
was,
you really want me to get the numbers to see if they've gone down? Because if I get the numbers and they haven't gone down, we're gonna have a real problem.
It's my lap. Miss J. No. Nothing. What if they want? Yeah, before. Absolutely.
I guess we're gonna have to get those numbers, yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can get it today. All right. Well, here's what I'll do.
I would just say, he was arrested on the 19th. He would have a positive 5 days after he was arrested, which I understand there's a couple days, but 5 days, in
Yeah.
my experience, way outside.
Way outside exactly for these two.
I understand what they're saying. They're saying that it should still be in the system level.
Haven't done anything.
Well, I'll tell you what. Does he want a hearing?
What's up? I haven't done anything.
Okay, sounds like he wants to hear it, Your Honor.
You want a hearing? All right. I'll set a bond violation hearing. As well as I'll set his probable cause conference. I'll set that for December 11th. Give it a week out. Hopefully we get everybody here. December 11th, 2025 at 3 p.m. In the interim, pending that hearing, defendant's bond is hereby ordered revoked. Defendant's remain.
Thank you, Your Honor.